If you're watching this on launch, we're live right now with Twitch.tv playing Space Marines 2 Early Access with drops enabled. Just a quick heads up. Let's dive on in. Okay, the Marines, loads to go through today as Focus Entertainment have been hot on the press with Twitter posts with regards to the launch of the Early Access just yesterday. Loads of stuff happening and a review bomb that's happened and seems to be slowly being reversed right now, but it's a little bit of a ridiculous notion. We're going to dive into everything that you guys need to know about the game right now. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. And with the last winner announced and received their code, we're going to do another giveaway for another copy of the game, and if you guys want to get your hands on it, it is very, very simple. Head down into the comments section and pop a red love heart for the Blood Angels, because I'm running them skins at the moment, and the platform of choice that you would like to have it on. Just makes my life a lot easier. Once you've done that, we'll announce the winner this next weekend via the giveaway announcement sector of the Discord link in the description. With that being said, let's dive on into the game and see what it is that's happening right now. So, Focus Entertainment are reaching out massively. They love your feedback and they are implementing it all quite quickly. They stated right here just a second ago, ran into an accessibility issue while playing Space Marines 2. We'd love your feedback to help us do better. You can forward over an email directly to them and it's going to help with the focus on that, because the biggest issue that we've had right now is some technical issues that you may be encountering on Space Marine 2. They are sorry for the inconvenience and the teams are currently working to fix them. That was late last night, and it's generally down to the loading screens. So when you're loading into an operation, we tend to have quite a few issues with a very, very long loading screens. We've been live over last night for about 3 hours with the game, and the loading screens are absolutely a bit crazy. Now, the PvP on it is quite fun, but again, loading into it is very, very difficult. But that's not been the biggest issue inside of this game, and the reason for the review bomb that seemed to have happened late last night. Like I said, it is taking a little bit of a turn back now, and it's now at around 75% positive. The game is really good, so rightly so, it should be. But the biggest issue right here is the Epic's EULA, which is obviously entailing the EOS, or as you guys may know it, the Epic Online Services that are being installed with the game via Steam. So people have been complaining and making negative reviews on Steam like this. So basically this game requires you to accept Saber's EULA, which contains Epic's EULA, which waives your right for you to settle anything in court against Epic. This was never mentioned anywhere, and I saw in the lead up to the game's release. Come on, man. Now this for me personally is absolutely ridiculous. Epic obviously owns the biggest battle royale game on the planet, which is Fortnite Battle Royale, and that's got over, as of March last year, 500 million downloads, which means that most of you guys that are watching this will probably own an Epic account or have a child that owns an Epic account with your name all over it. And that basically means that you've obviously already had your details push over to Epic Games. Now, this is kicking off big time. The main reason for it is everybody stating you never told us that it was related to Epic Games. It's on the Epic Game Store. There's a cross compatibility option, so you guys can play with people from Steam to the Epic Game Store. Obviously, there's going to be an Epic online service entailed to it, and naturally it is definitely not mandatory. This is the biggest stress of it, because it doesn't seem to be pushed out, and as much as I've got a lot of respect for Focus Entertainment for not making a massive deal out of this, I think that they probably do need to address it. But it does state right here, hello there, Alan, we understand your concern with the installation of the Epic Online Services client. We assure you that it was implemented to support your optional cross-play between Steam and Epic players, and to synchronize friends lists between the two stores, and that is not mandatory in order to play the game. If you're having any more issues, feel free to reach out through our support channels. Now, obviously, I've got to stress, it's not mandatory. You don't have to do it. It's one of those things. It's not a Helldivers notion when you had to have a PlayStation account that obviously got waived, but that was a problem nonetheless. Now, obviously, we're seeing a bit more of a difference, and the reviews are starting to push up a little bit more. With launch just yesterday, we were seeing around 134,000 at peak. We've currently got 70,000 people playing right now, and it's on a Friday morning, so the numbers are a little bit odd, but the game hasn't gone into full launch just yet, so we'll see how that one goes. But it went straight into a mixed rating with people kicking off and around 2,200 downvotes to the game. We've now obviously got a bit of a flip reversal with 75% give or take, and it's a really good motive. But realistically, people are just taking these things out of control big time. To be able to say that you are going to give it a negative review because you absolutely love the game is absolutely amazing, but now you've realized that it has EOS attached to it, you no longer like it, It's absolutely baffling to me, and I've got absolutely no idea why everybody's making such a big drama out of it. Epic Games have had their controversies in the past, but so have so many other game titles previously. Nonetheless, they've done some amazing stuff inside of Space Marines 2, and one thing that I really liked the sound of was this right here, and it states, very cool for Focus Entertainment to include Total Biscuit in the credits of Space Marine 2. Now, Total Biscuit was a content creator on the platform who unfortunately passed away, but was a massive advocate. So the fact that they've put Mr. John Peter Bain, aka Total Biscuit, in the credits, it's absolutely amazing, and I love it when games do things like this. It just makes for so much more of an immersive content movement, and it shows that they really pay attention to their community at hand. Now, another thing that we are finding quite funny at the moment are the reviews. The main reviews from the gaming critics make absolutely zero sense to me at all. When we take a look at one in particular, and we obviously already know about IGN, but PC Gamer apparently has gone in with a bit of a skewed narrative when it comes to exactly what it is that they think of the game. You can see right here that Star Wars Outlaws review received a 73 by PC Gamer and Warhammer received a 60. It makes absolutely no sense. I'm going to leave you guys down to the comment section to be able to put that one through to your opinions, but for me, this is a completely backwards narrative. I'm just saying. Anyway, some things that are genuinely quite frustrating at the moment and leading players to get a little bit frustrated about it is this right here, where a class conflict. It seems to be the most annoying thing in the game. It's the only thing I've got a complaint about, and it's waiting to see who will change their class in the operations, because obviously you are capped to one of each class, whether it's in the PvE operations or the PvP movement. And it states right here, possibly unpopular request, please remove same class restrictions on ops. Feel free to counter, argue, or agree. I just feel the restriction forces you to play classes that you don't want to at the moment in time when you play with randos. I've only played a little so far, but the few times I have, there's been a standoff and I have to change to a class I don't want to play, and that's been a few freaking times now that I've had to do the same bloody thing. It's a little bit annoying, but nonetheless, at the moment, that seems to be the way that it is. I don't really understand the need for it, especially in the PvE aspect. It does lead to a little bit more of game diversity and stop you from having to be able to main just one character and play throughout a load of different characters. But when it comes to the difficulty, they are level gated. So if you go into a certain difficulty and have to switch your character, the likelihood is at this moment in time, with just a day into the early access, some of your characters, if not most of them, won't be leveled enough to even up the level by 1. So it's a really confusing narrative. But nonetheless, at the moment, it seems to be something that's happening, but let me know your opinions of it via the comment section below. Now, taking a quick look at your top comments from the previous video, though there is a lot to go over. This first one right here states, so this is how my playtime managing democracy dies. The thunderous applause and the screams of tyrannids. Yeah, Helldivers from all over the globe are now coming over to the Space Marine motion and starting to take out bugs, but from a different platform. It's been a great time so far, and I'm excited to see what happens. Obviously, we're still covering Helldivers here on the channel, and we're keeping up to date. We've got a new major order that will come up later today, so fingers crossed everything works well there. But yeah, it seems like a lot of you guys have made the conversion already. Another one that we have right here is an amazing one, and I'm actually so glad to see stuff like this, but it states Big Marines equals Big W. That's right, Space Marines seems to have done an absolutely amazing job, and fingers crossed it continues to do so, as we've now got a 1-year roadmap that leads us into so much more content going forward. And the final one that we have right here saying, I don't care how they do it, I want Grey Knights. And it does seem that a lot of you guys as Warhammer fans genuinely have so many Space Marine chapters that you guys actually want putting in, so many different variants of the Space Marine that you guys want to play as. I've seen so many different variations, it's ridiculous. But yeah, they are going to be adding new things into the game for the next couple of years and seeing exactly how this one actually plays out. But so far, so bloody good in my books. Nonetheless, if you haven't already, smash that like button and subscribe, post notifications turned on. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today, but we're going to be diving into a stream in just a moment, so make sure you stay tuned to it. Click the link in the description and or the comment section. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate your faces. I'll see you in the clouds.